Or are you in charge of your body? Awesome Angie, honoring the awesomeness in you, and today we are doing a core training. It's 5 movements. We're going to go through it twice, 45 seconds each movement. This is very suitable for all levels. Beginners can modify. I'm going to show you some ideas, and this is very good for everyone. Even if you're advanced, test yourself to see if you can do these. We're slowing things down to really make sure we're using our abs and strengthening our core from multiple angles today. 45 seconds in this particular workout. Take a break earlier if you need it, only if you're losing form. If it's feeling kind of like hard or something, that's okay, keep going. But you listen to your body, and if your body is telling you like that's sharp pain, stop. You need to know what the difference between your body's just trying to take over or are you in charge of your body? All right, so have fun, do what you can, and let's go. This will end up being 7.5 minutes of work. I do have hand weights. They are completely optional. I'll show you both ways. I'll do the first round without weights. I'll add them in with the second round. All right, 45 seconds on the clock, and go. So our first exercise, first of all, make sure your abs are working. They're pushing your back into the floor. You are pushing the ceiling out with your feet. Reverse crunch, and it's a small move. Your head and shoulders can be on the ground because I want you to focus on your abs moving your torso. And think of it as you're pulling your pelvis and your rib cage together, and you're pushing the ceiling out in, imaginary with your heels. And it's a very small movement, very controlled. You do not want to be swinging your legs and using momentum. You don't want your feet behind your head. You want it straight up. Keep it vertical. Okay, that was our first move. Second move is similar. You're going to put your hands, here I'll turn a little bit. You're going to put your hands like this, kind of like goalposts. And your legs are fairly straight. You're bringing your legs, your knees, to your opposite hand. So it's a little rotation. See how I'm doing that? Maybe I'll turn this way so you can see. Arms are like this. So the legs swing from side to side. Let me try one more angle. See if this works better. So those knees are just going to those opposite hands. All right, that was the second move. Okay, now this is a partial get up. You are completely on the ground. Your legs are straight, head and shoulders on the ground, arms in the air. Use your abs, pull that down into the ground. Your spine is on the ground. You're going to roll your vertebrae one at a time to get yourself up to this movement. Get to that flat back. Avoid this. Roll up so that you get this. Roll those shoulders back and down. And then one vertebrae at a time, go back down. Nice and slow and controlled. Same thing coming up. You want that control. Your legs are straight. That makes it a little easier for advanced. If that felt easy, advanced, you can bend your legs. All right, so staying upright, now you're going to bend your legs. Feet are on the ground, knees bent. Lean back slightly to engage the core. Your hands are in a W shape, and you're just twisting from side to side like this. It's a very, very isolated feeling. I'll face the camera so you can see what I'm doing. So essentially your elbows are kind of tucked in the side, and you're just twisting side to side. Very controlled. Abs are braced the entire time. Your hips aren't moving. Your legs aren't moving. It's just that upper body. Okay, now keeping those feet bent, lay all the way down. This is your bridge. You're going to lift your hips high. Don't drop them down here. You want them up. Nice straight line. You don't want to break that line. Now you can either hold here the entire 45 seconds. For many of you that might be too much. Hold it for maybe 10 seconds, take a break, and then go back up for 10 seconds. For some of you, this does not feel challenging, so what I'm going to ask you to do is pretend like someone's about to slide a piece of paper under your foot. Lift it only that far off the ground without dropping your hip. And then do the same thing on the other side. Pretend like there's a piece of paper underneath that foot. All right, there's your 5 moves. We are back at the top. So reverse crunch using your abs. All right, I'm going to add the weights. You don't really need them on this one. Just have them handy. Weights. I'm going to add the weights just to show you how you can use them if you'd like. Completely optional. So here we're pushing that ceiling out. It's a little controlled move. Your abs are moving the torso, not momentum, not your hip flexors. This is your abs. The lower body is the only thing moving here. Push the ceiling away by tipping your pelvis up with your abs. All right, your next movement. Go to that goal post. Legs are straight. And bring the knees to one hand, then bring them to the opposite hand. So in essence, the weights are really just something for your hands to do. It doesn't really do much of anything else. It's just like target practice. So this time, your knees are going to the hand weights. Now as you drop your legs down, notice your lower back stays in the ground. If your lower back is coming off the ground, brace your abs more, or don't drop your legs so low. So even if you're here, that's fine. Okay, so now we go into those get-ups. So you're long. So your weights are overhead. This makes it harder on the get-ups. Now this is where it makes a difference. Rolling that spine one vertebrae at a time, lifting those arms overhead, and rolling down. Notice my legs are straight and my arms are straight. Hold, and then with that control, use your abs to pull yourself up. Straight back at the top, one vertebrae at a time with control, lower it back down. So notice the difference it makes when you have the weights. It's extra, more weight to move. And keep it over your head would be your goal. Now stay up, bend your legs. Here's those W's. And you're twisting, you're just twisting. Pull your, if you've got weights, this time your palms should be facing your torso. And really think what is happening in your body here. It's just an upper body movement. Do not let the hips join in. Make sure you're leaning back and engaging those abs. And then twist a little bit more. It's not an upper body thing, your abs. It's your abs moving your torso. Now having the weights, that's extra weight you're moving around with your abs. So if you're not engaging your abs properly, you should not have the weight. All right, so that one is done. You can keep one weight or both, your choice. Knees bent. Here's that bridge. So you can put the weights on your hip. And now you got to hold the weights up. And again, if you need to take, hold for 10 seconds, take a break. Hold for 10 seconds, take a break. That's an option. Or if you want to slide that imaginary piece of paper under your foot, you do not need to move it any more than that. Just don't let those hips drop. And then make sure you do the same on the other side. And notice, pay attention to how your body responds when you do that. It's just the height of a piece of paper. Really watch. Keep the hips up. And there you go. We are done. You could do that every single day, very safely. You've got a lot of different motions in there to work your abs in many different directions. So have fun with that. If you want to double it up and that makes it a 15-minute routine, go for it. Have fun with that. But the important thing is do it every single day, or at least some form of that. There's so many ways to strengthen your core and work on your abs. This is a good foundational start. And you can modify these and make them more difficult or easier depending on your situation. So any comments, thoughts, questions, please put them in the comments. Leave a like and subscribe if this If you found value in this, I appreciate your comments. I appreciate you watching. Once again, I'm Awesome Angie, honoring the awesomeness in you. Have a fantastic day.